Welcome back, Fun Fam, and if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradleys Fun. This is the Daily Dish with your host, Ron E. Bradley. That's me. I am Ron, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day. Morning, evening, afternoon, middle of the night, whenever it may be. I hope it's phenomenal. Speaking of the day, as of the recording and live stream of this that you're maybe watching right now, but you may be watching later on the replay, hit like if you're doing that. It is the 11th day of March in the year 2025, and we are moving right along. I cannot believe how fast the time is going. Oh my goodness gracious me. My ear is itching. What is that? It's a live show, people. It's real. It's real. I'm real. You're real. Oh my goodness, we got some gifties coming in all right from the start. Vinny T has gifted 5 Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. Eddie Palomo, Mr. Fulton Mraz, the Hitchhiking Bones Disney Crush fans, and Lorena Creole. Congratulations. You have been gifted memberships by Vinny T. Good to see you all out there. And gosh, just like starting things off with a celebration. I think we'll start that one off with Culture Bear. Bear celebration, yay! And we will hit you up with the one that I know you like in just a few minutes. My eyes will not stop watering today. It is the allergy season here is in full swing. Pardon me. I've taken my medication and I can't. They just won't stop watering. My eyes are watering so much. I feel like I'm already watching Rachel Zegler in the Snow White, and it's just it's killing me. Oh my gosh, allergies! Yes, indeed. Good morning, Go and Shogi. Actually, let's say good morning to everybody that is coming in. Lots of people coming in the chat today. Some people coming in from my premiere. I don't usually do this. It's super early, I know, but I wanted to get the video up. But before this stream, I premiered a vlog on Universal Studios and was able to pick up my annual pass. First time I've had a Universal Studios annual pass in over a decade. So I was able to pick up my annual pass last night. And soon the whole family will have Universal annual passes. And the Disney APs are going to be probably continue to be the lowest level because I don't really get much of anything extra for being a higher level at a Disney AP other than like there's a lot of blockout dates to the Pixie Pass and I don't really care because I don't really need to go to Disney as much as I'm going to be wanting to go to Universal over the next several years, I'm sure, unless Disney fixes their stuff. And right now they are not fixing anything. So that's unfortunate. But thank you guys so much for being here this morning. You know, you get me out of bed in the morning. You are the energon to my transformer. You are the energon that helps this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy. This stuff's the greatest.
Yes, indeed. And you are the greatest audience of all time out there. And on the YouTubes, thank you so much for being here. I know that we are growing. I know that we are building. I know that when we stream and we follow up with Culture Casino, Culture's probably got hundreds in his audience now. And I know we're starting out live. We got about 20 people here this morning, but here's the thing. We are going, we are growing, we are out there. And you guys know that I'm full time. You guys know that I'm dedicated to you. So get this out there. Share this on your social medias. Share this wherever you can. Like these videos, get them out everywhere. And let's get cultures. You know, people are watching culture. They can watch this before and let them know that this is available before when you go into the stream over there. Culture's cool with that, by the way. Yeah, we got to get everybody that we can watching this all day long, from this to culture to that Park Place to WDW Pro to T3PO and all the way to Laredo Creole at night on the Spice Lounge at 8 p.m. So yeah, it's Tuesday's big day here for Follow the Bradley Fun and me, Ron E. Bradley. So that service dog, looks like that service dog was first through the door this morning. Good morning. We'll be listening in while working out. Get that workout in, that service dog. Get it in there. And there's a guy named Shirzad Anvarov. I'm sure this is not a... I'm sure with a name like Shirzad Anvarov, you're not a Russian bot. I'm sure. Sure you're not a Russian bot that you bought a ticket to Snow White. With a name like Shirzad Anvarov, that's not a Russian name at all. Anvarov. Shirzad Anvarov. Fair Bricks Studios says, hello. Wayne says he's liked it and shared it, as all should. Like and share, like and share, like and share. We've got Snortopoopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hello to me. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Hello again. Yes. And let's see, we got Tom F saying, didn't I just see you over at Universal Studios? Because, and Native Hawaiian says, on time, you say yes, because we had our vlog premiere just before this, and I was chatting in the chat on the vlog. Our goal is active. What does that mean for the channel? We have a goal of 5. What is 5? That is where we do the celebration, and we'll talk more about the celebration. As a matter of fact, I'll highlight that later, and we'll talk about how we do the celebration and what the goal is for. Then we have Tom F. and Fairbrooks and Snortopoopus and Native Hawaiian all saying hi to each other. Who else? We have my mom came in here. Good morning, Kathleen Fantasy. My mom is in the chat. Hopefully you are doing okay today. Or you're like me with the allergies and they're just kicking your butt. It just is what it is. So yeah, no, I'm not watching it. I will wait to get reviews from Ron and Lorena. Vinny T, I hate to tell you the bad news on this, but I am kind of in that challenge with the That Park Place crew of the people that are not going to see it unless somewhere in one of the, well, maybe one of the pro streams. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that are watching when I do like WDW Pro or something like that. My challenge is, like anyone else, I'm not going to. I will not support Snow White in the theaters. I just won't. I'm not going to go see it. I'm not going to go review it unless, this is a challenge, somebody donates $500 for me to do it. Whether that's here on this channel to the PayPal, to could be on the pro show or whatever. But without it, somebody got to pay me a lot of money to go see that, because it ain't worth it for me to even review it. Why would I review Snow White? It's supposed to be Snow White. We already know what that looks like. What I am going to do, and what I'm encouraging everybody to do, is make sure that on the opening day of the live action Snow White, everybody goes and rewatches the classic animated Snow White. I want as many views on the classic animated Snow White on that day to send Disney a very strong message that we want classics, not your redone poodoo. Snortopoopus Cuber, back and forth. And Dude Man Cause is in the house. Thank you, Vinny T, for this. You switched up your training schedule so you could be here today. We appreciate that. Equus Heart says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Morning, us. Morning, us. Yeah, because for you it's the afternoon. And Dylan Soup is in the chat. That is awesome. Good to see you here, Dylan. Vinny T gifted those 5 memberships. We went over that. Dan's Life of the Kingdom, who was here for my Universal vlog, also says good morning, Ron, in chat, because he is over in Epcot in line for Frozen today. And the funny thing is, when I did my Epcot vlog on Flower and Garden, I still haven't been to the back half of Flower and Garden, so I still have to do another Flower and Garden vlog on the World Showcase portion of Flower and Garden. So don't have that in there yet. Good morning from Go and Shogi, our great mod. Go and Shogi, Go and Shogi. Let's us show something. Let's see here. Go and Shogi says good morning. Good morning from Go and Shogi. Hi. Good morning, Go and Shogi. There he is. And Vinny T says allergies. Yes. Again, my eyes will not stop watering. It's allergies all day long. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy here. I'm just checking my sound. My sound is good. Dan's Life at the Kingdom says hello to Vinny T. Vinny T. Oh my gosh. Yes, we need to do Universal. Absolutely. So I'm very, very excited for the possibilities with my Universal Pass, and mostly excited because I can now go to City Walk and park for free. So booyah on that one. Booyah. Yes, I got a Universal Pass and SeaWorld. I need to do more SeaWorld stuff. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. That's probably not the universe. That's Jurassic Park, right? I did the Jurassic Park theme when I had the ET, the adventure ride. Alyssa 1225 is here. Good morning, Alyssa 1225. That's awesome. How do I feel about this? Gal Gadot is, to me, the only saving grace to this movie, honestly, Jonathan. I think if it weren't for Gal Gadot being in this, I don't think anybody would go see it. The problem is because of the political controversy that happened way after casting and actually even after shooting the initial shots for the film. The political controversy is really heated up because Gal Gadot was actually in the Israeli army, and then on the side of Rachel Zegler, she's tweeting things like "Fight for Palestine" or whatever the heck she tweeted. I can't remember. So you literally have people on both sides of that conflict who people that support Palestine won't go see this because of Gal Gadot, and people that support Israel won't go see this because of Rachel Zegler. That creates a huge problem. But yes, I think Gal Gadot will knock it out of the park as the evil queen. I'm rooting for her and the apple. That is my thoughts. Whoever created time changes hates rest. I don't know who created the time changes, but man, I tell you what, between the time change and the allergies and my sleep being thrown off and everything, I'm just so out of it right now. But I'm here for you all. And Dylan Soup says, I may see Snow Ziegler and then drive to my nearest Chick-fil-A as a treat for me. There you go. Yeah, just fair warning. For those that are going to see Snow White, I would highly recommend do not eat Taco Bell beforehand, just in case. Doing your enjoy, Ron. You are a joy to listen to and get my Disney news during my run training. Well, good for you. I wish I could run. My feet are well, they just don't allow for that, unfortunately. I can barely walk, so. And then Dan's Life says, guys, don't watch it. All you're doing is giving Disney for a crap quality film. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to do that great, to be honest with you. We got Equus Hart commenting there. Andy W. Channel meetup at Universal, possibly, but right now the next channel meetup. I have a post on the community tab, and it talks about possible channel meetup dates. I don't have an exact location. There are 4 select dates for this coming weekend and next weekend. So I've got a poll up on the channel for those that are local here in Orlando and want to meet up, or in Florida and want to meet up. Go check it out on the community tab. Let me know what date works best for you. I'm trying to plan some type of a channel meetup. Daylight savings time is kicking my tush. It's still dark out. Yes, it's kicking all of our butts, honestly. And Juliet is here. She says, hello, afternoon, and chat. Good to see everybody here coming in. And guys, for those of you that did not catch my Universal Vlog premiere, Vinny T says next weekend, select that. Vinny T, select that on the community tab on the poll, okay? Because you're in Dollywood this weekend. That is very, very cool. And Going Shogi says, good afternoon, Juliet. And Fiesta Tour opening back up. I don't think I'm probably blocked out on the 15th with the Pixie Pass. So yeah, and Andy W says, I won't see Snow White, can't handle Rachel Zegler. Yeah, I understand that. Zegler, though, that's a whole different story. He's perfectly fine. But yeah, let us discuss something that I think is important. That is this: the goal is active. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means we have a goal for super chats, super things, super stickers, all of the membership support. We love to celebrate that, as you know, on this channel. We love to celebrate that, whether it's a PayPal, buy me a coffee, where it could be something from the spread shop here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. We do have our merchandise on the spread shop. That is here. We got 2 days left for 15% off of everything. You've got the Make Disney Walt Again hat. That's what I'm wearing. And then all the other merchandise that goes along with the Make Disney Walt Again. Follow the Bradley's Fun, the Fedora Finds merchandise, and our family avatar logo right there. So I need to get one of these myself. I gotta find. So yes, we've got all this merch on the shop. You buy something from the shop, and we celebrate that as well. Thank you, Go and Shogi, for putting the link up in the chat, as I knew you would. Appreciate that as always. So, of course, anytime we get this type of support from you guys, super chat, super thanks, super stickers, somebody becomes a member of the channel, somebody buys gifted memberships, we've got gifties, or somebody has a member milestone chat, PayPal, buy me a coffee, spread shop support, any of that support, we like to celebrate it. We've already got a couple things to celebrate already. We've got Vinny T gifted 5 Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. We've got 1 out of 5 of our goal of the supers, and that's for she says she wants the Wookiee dance. Wookiee dance. Let's do the Wookiee dance for Vinny T with that super. Got to get Ron to Snow White. Only 490 to go. But that super definitely deserves a oh, I would say we're gonna have lots of celebrations at the end, but let's do the
Is that everyone? What, you wanted more?
that's not a celebration. You want more celebration. Let's do this one.
Is it too much? Too much? It's the birthday!
Hey, this is just the best of my scene. Yeah, I can't wait to get to the point where either I'm out there or you're out here or whatever, and we get to meet up. We're gonna have such a blast. I think that we might even have to, if I come out your way, we might have to do a channel meetup for those out west and do like a special cookout where you cook all the food for Go and Shogi. Let me see. Let's see. That's a question. When do the Zegler emojis drop? I should drop a weird emoji. Let me see where we're at with members right now. We have, I don't know if this number is going to include today. I'm seeing 64 right now. We need 75 members of the channel total to do the next custom emoji, and I think it should be the weird emoji. Oh my goodness, we got another one coming in. Okay, but we got to get to stories. So I'm going to do Culture Bear, and then we got to start breaking. The Stalker Prince comes to save the day. Stalker Prince to save the day. Oh my goodness. Let's get the first story on the screen. All right, guys, this is going to be out of That Park Place. You know it, you love it, you bookmarked it, I hope, and maybe you've even become a VIP member. Let's see. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something because I got permission the other day. If we get our goal today, I'm going to drop a link in the chat for VIP memberships to that parkplace.com. How about we do that? We've got 2 more to get there, and if we hit the goal, we will drop memberships. All right. Let's get this on the screen. Okay, so again, this story comes to us out of thatparkplace.com. Putting this up on the screen. James Cameron confirms next Avatar will have the longest runtime yet for the franchise. But is anyone asking for this? I don't know. Are you guys asking for this? Do you guys want a super long runtime for an Avatar franchise? This is by Mr. Montanaro out of thatparkplace.com on the 10th of March. And there is one of the, what do they call it? These guys are, the Na'vi. I wanted to say Nefertiti, the Na'vi. James Cameron is at it again, confirming that Avatar Fire and Ash will have an even longer runtime than The Way of Water, which already pushed past the 3-hour mark. While some filmmakers prioritize keeping audiences engaged, Cameron appears more interested in testing just how long people are willing to sit in a theater. In an interview with Empire, Cameron explained that The Way of Water had too many great ideas crammed into its opening act, forcing them to shift parts of the story into the next film. In a nutshell, we had too many great ideas packed into one act of movie 2, Cameron said, somehow managing to avoid straining his shoulder from patting himself on the back with such gusto. The film was moving like a bullet train, and we weren't drilling down enough on characters. So I said, guys, we've got to split it. The result, Fire and Ash, will now exceed Avatar The Way of Water's already excessive runtime of 192 minutes. At this point, it seems like Cameron is daring audiences to stick it out rather than telling a story in an efficient, compelling way. Avatar box office success or diminishing returns. Despite Cameron's confidence, The Way of Water fell short of the first Avatar's record breaking numbers. While still a financial success at $2.3 billion worldwide, it failed to surpass the original's $2.9 billion haul. For a franchise meant to build momentum, this isn't a great trend. Typically, sequels, especially ones with this level of hype and budget, are expected to outdo their predecessors. Not to mention the fact that when the original Avatar came out in 2009, the average movie ticket price was only $7.50. When The Way of Water came out a full 15 years later in 2024, the average ticket price was $10.53. That means far less people watched Cameron's sequel. In the US, the numbers tell an even clearer story. The original Avatar earned $785 million domestically, while The Way of Water took in $684 million. That's still a lot of money, but it's not the trajectory studios want to see. If Fire and Ash drags on even longer, there's a real question of whether audiences will have the patience to keep showing up in the same numbers. Not to mention that the longer a movie is, the less show times it's able to have during a theatrical run. It's also worth noting that Avatar is the highest grossing film of all time. It was unseated briefly by Avengers Endgame before Cameron released it in theaters again, seemingly just to reclaim the crown. The strange case of Avatar's popularity. One of the most puzzling aspects of the Avatar series is how it dominates the box office, yet seems to leave little cultural footprint. It arrives, makes over $2 billion, and then disappears from public discourse. Unlike franchises such as Star Wars or Marvel, Avatar doesn't inspire a passionate fan base, endless references in pop culture, or lasting conversations. Where are the Avatar conventions, the widespread merchandise demand, the massive online communities? They don't seem to exist at the level one would expect from a franchise pulling in this kind of money. Instead, the only time Avatar enters the public conversation is when it's making box office headlines. Once those fade, so does the discussion. With Cameron pushing for longer runtimes and audiences already showing signs of fatigue, Fire and Ash may be testing the limits of just how much people are willing to sit through. If the trend continues, the Avatar franchise could find itself remembered more for its temporary box office dominance than for any lasting cultural significance. And now, let me give you my feelings on Avatar and why it's not kind of in the cultural zeitgeist. I think Avatar, people go watch it for the spectacle. When the first Avatar movie came out, it was not only in 3D, it actually kind of pushed 3D movies into the fold again. And for a short period of time, maybe 2-3 years, 3D movies are all the rage for the first time in a long time. Because when you went to see Avatar, The Way of Water, on an IMAX screen and in 3D, or not The Way of Water, the first one, sorry, Avatar. Uh, when you went to see the first one on IMAX, right, with 3D, and the CGI was as real as it was crazy good. It was all about spectacle. Most people, I think, kind of forgot the storyline. I forgot the storyline before I went to see Way of Water. I had to watch Avatar again. It's a long movie to rewatch. The rewatchability of a very long movie like Avatar is diminished because the movie is such a long movie. I went to watch The Way of Water. I saw it one time on an IMAX screen in 3D. I think it's the way to see a movie like that, but it's for the spectacle. There was an hour of that film that was nothing, no story at all was given. There was an hour long portion of the film dedicated to the family exploring their new water environment. And that was it. But it was engaging for its spectacle, not for its story, because the CGI that they use in the Avatar films, it pulls you into that world. It is spectacular to see. But the story, while the story is engaging enough to watch through a single Avatar film, there's nothing in that story that makes me go back and go, oh, I wonder what's going to happen next, or I wonder how this happened, or oh, I really missed that part, so I need to see that again. And the other thing is, it's such a spectacle at the movie theater that it's really not as engaging to watch at home. When you watch an Avatar movie on your home screen and it's much smaller and it's not in 3D and it's not like pulling you into the world, it just doesn't feel the same. So its rewatchability is low. These are all my opinions, obviously, but I don't think Avatar's movies are bad films. I just think that they are spectacle films. The CGI is so amazing. You are really pulled into the world of Pandora. If you've been to Pandora at Animal Kingdom, you wish that world were bigger. Um, and I really, really, I enjoy the world of Pandora at Disney World and Animal Kingdom. I enjoy the movies one time in an IMAX in 3D for the theatrical experience because it's almost like going on a ride, and that's it. Other than that, am I going to go see Fire and Ash in the theater? Of course I am. The spectacle is amazing, and you get pulled into that world. And obviously, if you've been on the ride too, if you've been on the ride at Animal Kingdom, it really want to makes you watch the movies. But um, the ride is really an engaging ride if you can do it physically. Not everybody can. But that's where Avatar comes in. Of course, Avatar has a lot to do with Walt Disney World and the Disney Company because you have Pandora and you have another Avatar experience, something like that, being built over at Disneyland. They're probably going to add it to all the parks. I think it's worth the spectacle of it. But again, the reason it doesn't stick around like a Star Wars or Marvel or whatever is because you don't have characters that you are so involved with that you're so like you're not there's not really anybody that you're incredibly rooting for, right? Like there's I don't know why it just doesn't the story doesn't pull you in like that. It's not as engaging as Star Wars or Marvel stories, and that's one of the reasons Star Wars died for me. Is there are no characters left that I care about? I don't. If you don't care about characters, like literally, if you don't care about the characters, you're not going to care about the franchise, the movie, the story, whatever. I love a series where I care what happens to the characters, where you feel like those characters become so real to you. That's why Friends, I think, ended up becoming so popular, is because the friends on the TV show kind of were like they all represented friends that we have in life. This person's like this, like a Ross, like a Rachel, whatever. And we were very much engaged in not everybody, but many people were very much engaged in what would happen to the characters on Friends, and that's why it was such a success. When Star Wars was a success, people wanted to know what happened to the Skywalker family. Without the Skywalker family, nobody really cares. That's why they made Rey a Skywalker, because they realized that without her being part of the Skywalker family, nobody cared. But honestly, I don't think anybody cares with Star Wars now because Rey does not feel like a Skywalker. She's not even adopted in. She chose to take on that name herself for what the name represents, and that was just a bad move on Disney's part. She's a Palpatine, and we all know it. um, anyhow, that's my take on Avatar. What's your take on Avatar? Leave your thoughts below in the comments in the chat, and we'll move on to the next story. What does it say? So Jonathan said, just read one of the reasons Snow White is struggling before it comes out is a slasher film coming out in March called Death of Snow White. That's funny. I don't think that's a really big reason. I think the bigger reasons are things that Rachel Zegler has said all the way back in 2022, by the way. And again, just to let you guys know, the goal is active. We have 3 out of 5 of the goal in the super chats. So for the goal, it doesn't say this. I didn't put it on the goal before, but I realize having been given permission from WDW Pro himself for those that would like a VIP membership to thatparkplace.com, if we hit the goal of 5, I will drop free VIP memberships in the chat. So just let you know. Yeah. I want campy and ridiculous. So, but that being said, we do have some really, really good super so far. Culture and bear and Wookie and all of these. Before we get to the main story, I think we should do, let's celebrate again, but let's give everybody a little bit of a break. We'll do the James Cameron thing, and I'll do the long celebration.
Too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo!
Oh, this is so much. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
Look at that going, Shogi. They changed it up. I just noticed that the goal changed from 3 to 4, so they do count now. $1.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for that support. Go and Shogi, appreciate that. And it counted. So we've only got one more to go. And at the end of the stream, before we leave, I will drop some VIP memberships in the chat. They included the super sticker. They just need to include memberships now. I would agree with that, definitely. For sure. Who wants me to sing? Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong. If anyone else is good enough, just sing. They should do that on Sesame Street. Sing a song. Okay. What? Okay, so this is weird. Vinny T did a $3 super sticker, and for some reason, that's not showing toward the goal, but it's really weird. Maybe I missed something. Did I miss a super chat? Because super stickers oh, maybe you didn't do a super sticker. Maybe you did. Maybe that was a super chat, Vinny T. But I will count it. How about that? How about I count it? That must have been a super chat, not a super sticker. Let me look at this. I see. So here's an emoji. That's what you did. Okay. So the super stickers, you're right. The super stickers, I thought that was a super sticker. So you confused me going, Shogi. You made Vinny T spend $3 on a super sticker that didn't count toward the goal. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. I miss Muppets 3D sing dream a little dream. Dream a little dream of me. All the birds have been blue. wait, that's not the right. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Stars shining bright above you. Is it me? No, it's me. Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. There we go to the goal. We got the goal achieved. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. I have to drop the link. I have to go get it. Let me get the link. I gotta find it. Pro sent it to me. Sorry, I just got a message from Jonas, so I'm answering that. Let me see here. And there's another, sorry. I have to find. All right, guys. Okay, so I am going to drop this. And let's see. Give me a second here. All right, guys, you ready? Here we go. Dropping this in the chat because you guys earned it with the goal. I'm not going to do this every day. I might do this some days, but here we go. These are free VIP memberships, dropping them in the chat right now. You ready? Here we go. Boop. There you go, guys. Free VIP memberships to that parkplace.com. So there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Lots to celebrate. Lots to celebrate. Grab those memberships, everybody. Grab them. Grab them. Get them while they're hot. I don't know if that is a lifetime membership. I think it's like a 1 month membership type of thing. So, but there you go. And I will be on the WDW Pro Show today. I just found that out. That was a message I got from Jonas. And it could be, thank you, Alyssa. Oh, we're going to have lots to celebrate at the end, so I got to get going. But yes, indeed. Let's do a little culture bear dance, and then we got to get to the story. Got to get to the story. You guys making me celebrate so much, which I super duper appreciate. I really, really, I would, yeah. Let's do it. Oh, oops. He caught me celebrating with you guys. Thank you guys so much. It is such a funny idea. Someone's going to see a real life Mushu running down the street and question everything. So we got to get to the main story of the day. Oh my gosh. Guys, so here's the deal. Rachel Zegler has not been good for the Snow White live action movie that she stars in as Snow White, the titular role, if you will. in the live action remake of the Disney classic animated film Snow White. Well, the tickets have gone on sale only just 10 days. Normally, they'll release tickets like a month before. For this, they've released tickets only 10 days before. I believe the release is as of today. And here's the story out of that parkplace.com. Let me put that on the screen. Disney put Snow White tickets on sale just 10 days before release, and it's not looking good. Disney Springs AMC dedicates minimal screens to Zegler release. Yes, this affects me personally because Disney Springs is one of the theaters that we would go to see a movie. And it's not even like, of all the places that you would think there would be a lot of screens dedicated to Disney's Snow White, you would think it would be at Disney Springs at the AMC theaters there. They have a lot of theaters, right? Like there's the big venue, and then there are a lot of theaters within inside of it. So this is pretty crazy, this story. This is out of thatparkplace.com, written on the 10th by Mr. Montanaro. And there she is in all her glory, surrounded by the CGI monstrosity Seven Dwarves, or whatever the heck they're being called. I don't think they're being called dwarfs in this film, even though that's what they are, but whatever. Disney has finally made tickets available for its live action Snow White remake just 10 days before its official release on March 21st. Thursday previews begin on March 20th, but the late push to sell tickets has already raised eyebrows. Adding to the film's ongoing troubles, the latest 1-minute teaser promoting ticket sales was met with immediate backlash. Within just 8 hours, the video received 1.4 thousand likes and 2.1 thousand dislikes, a clear indication of audience sentiment. A weak theatrical rollout at Disney's own backyard. Perhaps the most telling sign of the movie's troubled prospects is its lackluster presence at AMC Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida, theater where Disney traditionally pulls out all the stops for major releases. Normally, for a high-profile Disney film, multiple screens are dedicated to its debut, including both the standard and dine-in theaters. However, an analysis of the Snow White preview on opening night showtimes suggests Disney isn't expecting a strong turnout. And here it is from AMC's site where you can go and purchase the tickets. Disney's Snow White, hour and 49-minute runtime. I'm not sure how they made the film an hour and 49 minutes long. Dolby Cinema only. Now, this is what's interesting. Why does it say up to 20% off, up to 25% off? Interesting there. That might be, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it says that in the Dolby Cinema, you have a 3 p.m. showing and a 9 p.m. showing. Dine-in delivery to seat, you have 3 showings there, and you have 6 showings at the rest of the theaters. Now, when you understand the availability of the theaters there, that's very, very telling. For Thursday previews, the film has only been assigned the Dolby Theater and what appears to be, judging from the showtimes, 2 standard screens in the main AMC theater. The dine-in theater is relegating it to just 1 small screen. What's worse, the showings that have been booked aren't selling well. So this is at AMC's Dine-In for the 8 p.m. That's the main show of the night in the largest theater of the night. And there it is. There are, let's see if I can count, 4, 7, and 8. That is 15 seats sold out of the hundreds of seats available. In the image above, captured from the AMC mobile app on March 10th, you can see that the 8 p.m. laser showing of Snow White on March 20th has only 15 seats sold. Compare this to Captain America: Brave New World, another Disney film expected to struggle at the box office, which still secured multiple screens across both theaters, with showings scheduled nearly every hour. The limited rollout for Snow White suggests Disney is keeping expectations low, even in one of its most heavily attended locations. Rachel Zegler's absence from press junkets Adding to the unusual marketing strategy is the conspicuous absence of lead actress Rachel Zegler from any major U.S. press appearances. With only 10 days to go before release, she has yet to participate in a traditional press junket or engage with the American media in any significant way. Instead, Disney has opted for heavily produced promotional vignettes showing Zegler on a tightly controlled publicity tour in Japan. This suggests an effort to avoid unscripted moments that could reignite the controversy surrounding her previous comments about the original Snow White film and its characters. There's Rachel Zegler via Good Morning America. In contrast, when Disney has confidence in a film, the lead actors are typically placed front and center in an extensive press campaign, participating in interviews, talk shows, and promotional events to drum up excitement. That's what they're doing right now with Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen in Snow White. Disney has Gadot out front and center on shows like Good Morning America, where she's speaking with Disney-controlled ABC Media. And there she is on GMA, Gal Gadot. And look at that smile. Little younger, she could have been Snow White, I think. The decision to limit Zegler's unscripted interactions speaks volumes about how the studio is approaching this release. It appears Disney is prioritizing damage control over generating genuine hype, likely in response to the backlash she has faced since production details first emerged. Box office projections look grim. Industry estimates for Snow White's opening weekend continue to paint a bleak picture. Current projections place the film's debut earnings between $48 million and $58 million, with an average forecast of around $53 million. This would make it one of Disney's weakest live-action adaptations in recent memory, especially when compared to past hits like The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast, which soared past $150 million on opening weekend and went on to net over $1 billion each. By the way, in my opinion, not that either one of those films actually deserved it, those particular ones. The Lion King animated classic is better than the live action remake, in my opinion. If these projections hold, Snow White would fall behind even Disney's recent underperformance like The Marvels, which struggle to maintain box office momentum, given that Disney has invested heavily in live-action remakes as a cornerstone of its theatrical strategy. A lackluster performance from Snow White could further erode confidence in the company's ability to recapture its former magic at the box office. A troubled production from the start. It's no secret that Snow White has been a lightning rod for controversy since its inception. The decision to radically alter the portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs, replacing them with a diverse group of characters, drew immediate criticism before they were replaced with 7 CGI characters who have been the subject of nonstop mockery since they were revealed. Then came the backlash to Zegler herself, from dismissing the original Snow White as outdated to making remarks about the prince being a problematic character. Zegler's interviews quickly became fodder for criticism online. Her comments alienated traditional Disney fans, many of whom felt she had little respect for the legacy of the film she was supposed to be leading. This, combined with Zegler's outspoken political beliefs, sometimes touted while promoting the film, created an uphill battle for Disney long before the movie even had a chance to prove itself. This, along with Disney's live action fatigue. The struggles with Snow White tickets are emblematic of a larger issue at Disney: the diminishing returns on live action remakes. While earlier efforts like The Jungle Book and Aladdin managed to find success, more recent attempts have not fared as well. The Little Mermaid underperformed majorly, and Pinocchio was a critical disaster that went straight to Disney Plus with little fanfare. Not to mention the awful Peter Pan monstrosity. That was horrible. Audiences have grown increasingly wary of these adaptations, as many feel they fail to bring anything new or meaningful to beloved classics. Instead of capturing the magic of animation in a new way, they often result in soulless, CGI-heavy spectacles that lack the charm of the originals. With Snow White, the combination of drastic creative changes and a leading actress mired in controversy has made the film a particularly hard sell. So what this means for Snow White? Well, the last-minute ticket sales, launch, weak theater presence, lack of traditional media engagement, and lackluster box office projections all point to a film that Disney may already be bracing to underperform. The industry has seen how disastrous pre-release controversy can be, and Snow White is shaping up to be yet another cautionary tale of what happens when a studio misreads its audience. With continued audience skepticism and tepid pre-release buzz, Snow White is on track to be one of Disney's most scrutinized films ever. Are you guys going to go see it? Let me know in the comments below. I plan on not seeing this one in the theaters again. I encourage everybody on the opening day, either Thursday or Friday or that whole weekend, to just rewatch the animated classic Snow White if you have Disney Plus, or if you have a different way to watch it, just watch the animated classic 1937 Snow White that started it all for the Walt Disney Company, because without the animated classic Snow White, what it was with her Prince Charming, with her wishing in the wishing well and wishing for true love and all of those good fairy tale things, those traditional values, right? That's what people want. That's what people long for. The reason traditional values are traditional values is because the vast majority of people on the planet long for these things. Little girls long for a prince to come and rescue them. That's okay. Little boys long to be the prince that rescues the girl. They want these types of things. These are classic stories for a reason. In 1937, the Snow White was already a classic fairy tale by the Grimm brothers because it was written in the 1800s, but it's set in the 1500s. You cannot take something that's set in the 1500s and make it change for modern audiences. That's not what we do. That's not right. If you do that, you're going to destroy the film, you're going to destroy the franchise, and on top of that, having Rachel Zegler's mouth go off, well, the whole thing, honestly, it's just weird, and we'll see how weird it works out for the Walt Disney Company with their release of the Snow White live action film in 10 days. I don't have a great deal of confidence in it, but I do have a great deal of confidence in you to like this video. And thank you guys so much for sticking with me today during the show and for all of those crazy support. If you didn't see it already, I will see if I can highlight it in the chat. We met our goal today. We met our goal, and it may be up here, right here. Okay. So for meeting the goal today, here it is. It's in the chat. I've highlighted it. If you want a VIP membership to That Park Place, go to thatparkplace.com/membership. Use the code DAY1PRO, and you got a free VIP membership. And you can read articles that are normally behind a paywall. You guys, as my audience, get to do it for free, thanks to the wonderful support that we've had on the show today. Thank you so much, everybody. Check out all the support. This has been amazing today with 5 gifties from Vinny T. And Vinny T also gave us this $2 super chat. Also, Vinny T is a member at the highest level, so we appreciate that at the minivan level for Vinny T. So she gets special shout outs in videos and meet and greets and things like that. I just appreciate, I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate the support. But again, Vinny T, you also know, and anyone else that's local to Orlando, check the community tab for a channel meetup, and let me know what date works best for you on that poll. We've got Juliet coming in with the 2 British pounds, I believe, from the UK. It's the Culture Bear Dance. We've got Vinny T with a super sticker, Go and Shogi with a super chat, $1.99, Alyssa with a $2 happy day, and I think Go and Shogi had another one in there. There it is. Yes, indeed. Super stickers don't count. So here is an emoji. Custom emojis are all the way. So thank you so much, guys. We are getting ready to send you over to let's see. We're getting ready to send you over to this guy. But before we send you over to that guy, we also need to do the Wookiee. Thank you guys so much. Another thing that you can do to help out the channel, if you haven't watched it yet, I do have a vlog out on Universal and put one out yesterday on Epcot. Go check out those vlogs, please. Leave comments in the comment section too. I know a lot of you love to chat live, and that's great. But another thing that does help out the channel, if you come back to this, just visit the video and leave a comment on it. Those types of things help out as well. And if you're watching any of the Fedora Finds videos, my news stories videos, or any of the vlog videos that we have, please, if you can watch them from beginning to end, that helps out more than anything else on the channel. It is the amount of time you spend watching the video. So if you put it on a video and you don't like it, if you could just turn the volume down and just leave it on in the background, I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. We're going to send you over to Culture right now, and until tomorrow, and until the next live video, or actually until WDW Pro later today, I'll be on. We'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Thank you so much. Bye.